When you first wake up in ARC, the game sells you a very specific story. You are a raider. You are taken in by Speranza, and you are told that this is the last bastion of humanity. A tiny, desperate community hiding in the tunnels of a sunken world. It's a classic us versus them narrative. The brave survivors against the cold, unfeeling machines. But that's not entirely true. What if I told you that us is a lot smaller than you think? What if Speranza isn't the capital of the resistance, but just one isolated, poverty-stricken neighbourhood in a city that is actually at war with itself? Deep in the game files, hidden in the flavoured text of items you've probably scrapped, and visible on the highest peaks of the maps, we have found the evidence. There are others. Today, we aren't talking about the ARC. We are talking about the lost tribes of the Rust Belt, the Blue Gate Nomads who hunt machines for sport, and the OTTM, the shadowy mafia that owns the tunnels we walk in. You aren't the only survivor, and by the end of this video, you'll realise you might be on the wrong side. So welcome back to the channel. If you love digging into the environmental storytelling that most players run right past, do me a favour, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are trying to build the biggest lore archive of ARC raiders on YouTube, and your sub helps the algorithm find the signal in the noise. Okay then, so let's set the stage. We assume Speranza is home base, but the lore explicitly refers to Speranza as merely a neighbourhood of the underground city of Toledo. Not the capital, just a neighbourhood. So who lives in the rest of the city? And why haven't we met them? To answer that, we have to go up, all the way to the Blue Gate. The Blue Gate map is terrifying for some. It's vertical, it's exposed, and it's crawling with ARC. But if you look at the edges of the map, specifically near the cliff sides, you see the signs of life that don't match raider aesthetic. These are the Blue Gate Nomads. According to the in-game group's database, the Nomads are an unseen society. Unlike us, they don't hide in holes. They stayed on the surface. They adapted. And here is the scary part. They are better at this than we are. This is the smoking gun. This is a Deforester, a terraforming titan. In the quest, a prime specimen, you are sent to scan this wreckage. Most players just scan it and leave, but read the lore entry attached to it. It confirms the Nomads brought this thing down. But look at the phrasing. It says the husk was left unsurprisingly pristine. When we kill a machine, we blow it to pieces. We are desperate scavengers. We need the scrap. The Nomads, they surgically striked a god tier machine and left the body. This tells us two things. They have weapons we don't know about, and they don't need the loot. They aren't fighting for survival. They are fighting for territory. They are the apex predators of this ecosystem. And the fact that we never see them implies they are watching us, judging us, and deciding we aren't worth the ammo. Yet. So if the Nomads are the ghosts on the roof, the OTTM are the landlords in the basement. This is where the lore gets political, and frankly, much darker. OTTM stands for Official Toledo Tubes Management. It sounds boring, right? Like a transit authority. But wrong. This is a cartel. We all know Celeste. She's our handler, our vendor, our friend. But have you paid attention to her specific questline? Tribute to Toledo. In this quest, Celeste begs you to find power rods, not to power Speranza's lights, not for a weapon. She needs them to pay tribute to the OTTM. The law confirms that the OTTM controls the junction parts of the subway system. They are the gatekeepers. If Celeste doesn't pay the protection money, the OTTM locks the blast doors, and Speranza starves. So every time you extract, every time you fast travel, you are using OTTM infrastructure. We found deep lore references indicating that Celeste even had to hire raiders to steal blackmail material on an OTTM official, just to stop them from raising their prices. This changes the entire context of the game. You aren't a freedom fighter. You are a vassal. You are a tenant paying rent to a warlord who controls the air you breathe. Speranza isn't a free city. It's a hostage situation. So let's put the pieces together. On one side, you have the Nomads, a surface-dwelling warrior culture that has surpassed the need for scavenging. And on the other side, you have the OTTM, a subterranean government that acts like a feudal mafia. And then there's us, Speranza, the neighbourhood. You've seen the graffiti. S lies. We usually think that means the system lies, or Speranza lies. The existence of these lost tribes proves that the lie is isolation. We are told the surface is uninhabitable, but the Nomads live there. We are told society has collapsed, but the OTTM has a functioning government and tax system. The exodus that the intro movie talks about. It wasn't just the rich leaving Earth. It was a fracturing of humanity. We are the ones who were left behind by the OTTM and rejected by the Nomads. We're the bottom of the food chain. And the law of ARC Raiders is setting up a massive civil war. We are caught between the hammer of the ARC machines and the anvil of the OTTM. So here is my question for you. I want to see your answers in the comments below. If you had the choice, would you join the Blue Gate Nomads on the surface or submit to the OTTM in the tunnels? Let me know what you think. I'll put the links to the specific wiki entries for the Nomads and the OTTM in the description if you want to read the raw data yourself. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, maybe learned something new, consider clicking that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And check out some of the other lore videos we've done on ARC Raiders. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, Raiders. This has been XB. We'll catch you topside.